Solo Lester here with a message from my gym coach. Sorry coach, I won't be in this week. I'm going to Algonquin Park. I won't be working on my cardio. And no squats. And no sledgehammers. No cable pulls. And I definitely won't be working on my rows. I'm gonna eat over 3,000 calories a day. And I'm gonna drink a lot too. And I will definitely be spending some time in front of the big screen. Here I am, back at it again. Got a 5-day solo trip here. Last trip I took out of Canoe Lake. When it was all done, I thought, you know, this is a pretty crowded area there. I saw people just about every day. I even ended up hanging out with a guy, and you know, for a day and a half, and that was cool and all, but it doesn't lend itself very well to a solo trip. So I decided, no, I won't come out of Access 5 anymore. So I moved to Access 6, Smoke Lake. So this time I'm heading through, like I said, a 5-day loop, Monday to Friday, July 1st, no, July 4th to July 8th. And so I'm heading down Smoke Lake to Big Porcupine. I'm going to make my way through McGarvey, Lake Louisa, going to come up through Head Lake, finish off with part of the Madawaska River, Lake of Two Rivers, and back to Smoke Lake. So, we'll see how that goes. So, I'm not really sure what this trip is necessarily about. I didn't necessarily take on a particular challenge. I didn't plan the route with any sort of sightseeing in mind. I really just figured out how many days I had. It turned out to be 5. And then I went through the map and just found a nice 5-day route. You know, there's nothing really special about it, you know, that I know of. I did this time bring my fishing rod. After my first 2 trips, I decided I wouldn't take it anymore. But on my last trip through Canoe Lake, I found myself with some extra time on my hands and not much to do with it. So, full. So yeah, maybe it'll be a fishing trip. So I'm getting a bit of a late start today. It's about 1:30 or 2 in the afternoon, I'm not really sure. And I've got a fair bit of water to cover. I have Smoke Lake, of course, and then Ragged, and my first night is on Big Porcupine. So I've got a couple of interesting portages to do. So I'm not sure how much lollygagging I'll be doing with the camera, fishing, and laying around and whatnot. But we'll see. See how the first day goes. Okay, well, just monitoring my progress here, I think I'm making pretty good time. So I've been down through the western shore here, and if I've identified that correctly, I believe that is, where am I here? I believe that's looking down inside here. Yeah, I think I have this right. So if I'm sitting here, then I should be seeing a fork that goes 1, 2, 3. And I do believe that is 1, 2, 3. And I want to go there. So here we are, first portage. I thought maybe I'd try a single carry this trip. I've worked pretty hard to get my gear down, but I've also picked up some new gear. So this pack's pretty tall, makes it really hard to get the kayak on top. And then on top of that, my knees been giving me a bit of trouble. So double carries it is. So that's my first portage. It's a pretty steep one too. Well worn, good condition. Now I'm just entering Ragged Lake and looking for some shade. It is hot. It is hot today. Or as my 2-year-olds would say, hot. Hot. Uh-oh. Hot. So I just finished a portage from Ragged into Big Porcupine, known as the Devil's Staircase, and they're not kidding. That was a real challenging steep portage. So I'm just taking a rest here. I'm going to snack up a bit, get a little drink, and I'm off to find a campsite for the night. Something I'm going to try this time is, rather than looking for a campsite with a southeastern exposure, looking for that morning sunrise, I think I'm going to look for a west-facing site where I get a sunset, so the sun shines into the campsite for as long as possible, and that might help with that melancholy hour if the site's a little brighter, a little more cheery. Well, I think this will do it. Nice, big, open, bright site. And got me a fire pit here. and a grill for my supper tonight. As long as I can get some wood, I'm in good shape. So I'm doing the upside down fire again. I really liked how that worked out last time. I'm using my cotton ball soaked in Vaseline, hidden inside a straw. Just pick that apart there. Throw that on a little birch bark. Little magnesium onto it. And let's hit it with a spark. See, if I wasn't such a wimp, that would have been alright. Here's my cotton ball of Vaseline still going. There, now as long as I have enough wood on there, I should end up with a nice bed of coals to cook a special treat for tonight. Got ourselves a couple of primo kebabs. Look at that. All that beefy, bacony, peppery, oniony goodness. 2 of them, too. They're done. I just took a bite of one. It's cooked perfectly. Just gonna move everything over here. Keep one warm while I eat the other. Absolutely perfect. I did the vinegar and J-cloth trick again. I used apple cider vinegar, so I have these dripping wet cloths here. Now I've got them laid out on a plastic bag that I wrapped it all in, and then later on I'll get a good hot fire going. That'll all burn up just fine. It's got just a little hint of the apple cider in it. Beautiful. And no dishes. Hey, you, get out of there. Hey, get out of there. Come on. So I spent probably $2 a piece, and I got 4 of these little solar powered yard lights. I thought it'd be kind of neat to just stick them around things I don't want to bump into at night. Say I get up to pee or something. So my pack is there. Here's one here just around the benches. Here's one here right where I have a guy line for my hammock. And then another one here where I have a pole and a few more odds and ends. Just things I don't want to step on in the middle of the night. I may or may not keep them, I don't know. Well, here I am all tucked into bed. It's about 10:45. It's been a good day, a good night. I made myself at home at the campsite, and the sun setting with the light coming into the site really helped. And I ate supper around 8 o'clock or so. And I even had a little time to do some fishing and to get a little fire going. So it's been a good day. And we'll see you in the morning.